Welcome to another week of Noise News.
Hey Sting, welcome back to this week's Noise News.
Welcome to this week's Noise News.
Welcome back to Noise News.
Keeping you in on the noise! Yay!
I'm so glad I know a little bit more about the changes that are happening this year.
Speaking of changes and looking to the future, I know our juniors have been thinking about their future careers.
That's right, they even did job shadows for their CCR3 class.
We have a story on job shadows that happened this semester.
Nice, take it away, team.
Hello, Spectrum. Did you know that our juniors here that are taking the class CCR3 get to do a thing called job shadowing?
So job shadowing is an opportunity for students to explore a career that they find interesting. They are going to reach out to someone either through a cold call or through networks to find someone with a job they're interested in and then follow them while they do that job for at least 4 hours up to a whole shift.
These students that do job shadowing are able to pick what kind of jobs they shadow. This depends on their likes and dislikes.
Do for your job shadow.
For me, I went to the Ramsey City Police Department and did it with a police officer.
There's been a lot of really good job shadows. This year, Danica Orth went to the International Wolf Center and shadowed someone there up in Ely. She was showing me the pictures. It's amazing. I can't wait to see her presentation next week. Other really interesting ones was I had a student who had access to a pilot and was able to get some in the air flight experience, which is really impressive. That's one of those jobs that can actually be really hard to access because of FAA rules. So that was really cool.
Although job shadowing is mainly to figure out what kind of jobs you'd like and dislike to do in the future, there are a lot of life skills that you can learn from this.
One of the things I learned is that contrary to popular belief, police officers, most of their job is just doing reports, which is an interesting thing to look at because in movies you see the police getting the bad guy and that's all you really see. You don't see them like behind doing the nitty-gritty stuff. Most police officers actually do the reports in the car, but if they have a whole bunch of them, they go do it in the office.
Soft skills it teaches you are really important. So you have to talk to people that you probably don't know super well. Even if you're reaching out to your job shadow through connections, you probably don't necessarily know them personally. So you have to be able to speak to them, perhaps make phone calls or texts to someone who isn't super familiar. And that's going to be a really valuable skill in life in general, but then especially for your senior capstone when you start having to do a lot more of that. So it's really good practice for that.
In conclusion, job shadowings are an amazing opportunity for students to figure out what kind of jobs they might like to do in the future. This has been Abby with Noise News.
Great story, team.
Thanks, team.
We have one last segment to show you all, my favorite of all.
Oh no.
Sports!
Take it away, I guess.
Hey guys, it's Bryce with the sports. Practices started this week for some of the sports, so stay tuned for their games and scores. That's all for this week. Back to you, Kaden and Abby.
Thank you, team.
Now it's time for my favorite part of the show.
Huh?
Arts and entertainment.
Oh, well, I still really like sports, and...
If you get to be excited about sports, I get to be excited about A&E.
Okay, I guess I'm a little excited about A&E and what they have for us.
Me too. Take it away, A&E.
Hey, this is Arts and Entertainment. The Oscars happened on Sunday, March 2nd. Here's some of the awards.
First, we have Actor in a Leading Role, which was won by Adrian Brody in The Brutalist.
Next, we have Actor in a Supporting Role, which Kieran Culkin in A Real Pain won.
We have Actress in a Leading Role next. Mikey Madison won this one for her role in Anora.
Actress in a Supporting Role is next, which was won by Zoe Saldana and Amelia Perez.
Next up is Costume Design, which Paul Tazewell in Wicked won.
For music, original score, The Brutalist won that with music from Daniel Blumberg. Also for music, original song, we have El Mal from Amelia Perez.
Lastly, we have Writing, Adapted Screenplay, which was won by Conclave, which had its screenplay by Peter Straugen, and Writing, Original Screenplay, won by Anora, which was written by Sean Baker.
That's all for the Oscars and A&E. Back to Abby and Caden.
Thanks, team.
Well, Sting, that's all the news we have for you this week.
This has been Caden,
And Abby,
keeping you
in on the noise.
Abby, why don't you like sports?
I don't know, it's just a bunch of people chasing around a ball, and it's so boring.
But it's fun. You get to hit a ball.
It's just a bunch of people running around a... That
Yeah, but
doesn't sound fun.
What about lacrosse?
Still.
Sticks.